What's up, family? It's Jackie,
Baby keys
and you are now on the
on the
Stupid
stupid
with
cool.
Wow.
Wow. What was the wow for?
I just don't know. Like, this year has been such a wow factor for me. Um,
No, definitely.
that I don't even know.
It's one day left in June. Today 29th. Tomorrow, it's the last day.
And I hope.
Look, July, come on through. And you better
when
act
is
like you got
July
some
gonna
sense.
give us some.
It's a new moon in July. July 20th. So,
And I think I want a moon July.
why just moon 2020? July ain't did nothing to you. July is not here yet. Give it a chance.
No.
You ain't gonna give July a chance.
I'm a moon July. I'm a moon the whole year at this point because I don't know what to expect.
I don't know. I just feel like, even though so much going on, don't let the outside forces interfere with whatever goals you have set for the year. Because I see so many people posting, and I've seen so many different memes. Throw 2020 away. 2020 is over. It's really not. If you, whatever goals you have set, or even if they new ideas, you can still make things happen in this year, regardless of what's going on outside. So
That's the word. That's the
yeah.
word.
Gotta stay committed to the grind, because you never know. Like,
And it's hard. Or
It is.
I'll speak for myself. It's hard because I want to sleep.
we are not socially distanced. Let me put my mask on. I don't even know you like that.
Where is my mask in? My mask is somewhere around. You know, hid my mask from me. Let me go this other way.
I put my mask on the stupid
Where's the
cool.
other way?
Since I'm sitting next to a stranger. I really do hate talking with this mask on though. Like, I don't even wear my mask on a regular. I put it like this, just in case, because you know some stores it's mandatory. So I just keep mine like this, and then if I needed to enter somewhere, then I put it on.
And then you can pull that joint up.
But
Like,
yeah, but on a regular,
pull
no.
it up under your chin.
no.
No, I think
People
that
get
is
so,
the other
like-
color.
People get so serious when they see you without a mask.
No, it's like a whole thing.
They do. Like,
It's like mask shaming.
it is. Like, if you're not wearing a mask, then people are.
You know, motherfuckers done disrupted our whole sunlight.
You didn't realize that the light changed.
Did it fall down?
It did.
My bad.
We still love you.
That's incognito. He's not gonna join our video.
Incognito.
Incognito.
That's your moniker.
No, it is not my mind.
Do not make it that. He said,
Please.
do not attach Negro to me because I have more than that.
Alright.
That's a fact.
Alright. But yeah, so let's open our book up.
Let's open the notes.
Y'all know this joint.
We do the notes read.
This has been through so much. Like, it's so flexible at this point that it's like, woo, what have we written down today? Let me see.
That's funny. This thing been through so much. It's flexible.
Hey,
I'm done.
and there's so many, and I won't show you guys, but I have every person that I want to do a podcast with. I literally have your name written at the top
that's facts.
right hand corner. So we got some shade. We did Marcus, which we did that podcast. So now we are at BT. All right, so let's talk about the word of the day.
Word of the day.
The word of the day is
Word.
annoying.
That's not.
No, I'm kidding. The word of the day is ambiguous. Ambiguous can be spelled as, look, there's only one way to spell it. G-U-O-U-S. Ambiguous can be defined as open to more than one interpretation, having double meaning. So when we think about ambiguity, and we think of,
Can you just run that definition back one more time, like the last part?
speak up.
I'm just trying to learn something.
Ambiguous. Open to more than one interpretation, having double meaning.
Open to more than one interpretation.
Yes,
and
so
double meanings. So
if I
I've
would-
used that word wrong in a couple of occasions.
So I would say ambiguous would be, to put it in a sentence or to describe it, would be Beyonce. She changes the color of her hair sometimes, and it gives her an ambiguous look, like you can't determine or distinguish her race sometimes because she has an ambiguous look about her.
Yeah, I definitely didn't use it in that
And
context.
that's one way to use it, but when you think of a person that is trying to describe how they feel, like you have like an ambiguous feeling right now. Like you don't really know how you feel. Like you're confusing the next person. You know what I mean?
Got it.
Right.
Yeah. So ambiguity,
Ambiguous.
ambiguous. Use it in a sentence.
Use it, do not abuse it.
Hey.
This is not a mukbang.
But wait, I got a good piece of ice.
Ooh, I love me some ice. You know, I was craving. I know that's weird to crave something that doesn't have a flavor. You just want a texture. Like I just wanted something crunchy the other day. Like I really wanted some ice.
It's a thing.
Yo, but like the crushed ice though.
That yes, that's what I was.
I used to work at this call center and they used to have a crushed ice machine.
Come closer to the microphone.
Shit was bomb.
We
A
need to
crushed
hear.
ice machine. So I guess this call center I used to work at was a huge call center. It was real big. It's nice too. But I guess it was the corporate offices for Long John Silver at one point. So they had all kind of shit in there. Ice machines.
Oh,
All
yeah.
kind of restaurant shit too.
Cause I love a good cheese or crushed ice. Like
Yeah.
need that in my life sometimes.
It's,
Or starch. My grandma used to chew starch. Have you ever heard of that?
True story.
Chew starch. Starch. You know,
Is that a thing?
I don't know where she got it from, but she used to do it all the time.
Chewing starch.
Starch.
Like from the rice?
Starch. Like you can buy starch. Like you can use it to cornstarch.
Yeah.
You use it to bake or to thicken things up, put it in your soups, things like that. It's like a powder, but she would take a teaspoon of it and crunch it in her mouth because it crunches.
Okay.
Never heard of that.
That's new.
No.
Have y'all heard of that? If
That's
y'all
a-
heard of that, let me know.
That's a thing. Or I've heard of people like in the South, they eat the red clay, like eat the.
I am so obsessed with red clay. I had that conversation with my brother yesterday. Like going down to Alabama as a youngster, that red clay was everything to me. Bringing that back up to school, them sure ain't know nothing about
You was
that.
bringing clay back.
Hey,
bringing
they ain't know
dirt.
nothing about that red clay. Fuck y'all talking about.
But that's the thing now. The starch is the thing.
Alright, so we ain't gonna spend too long on that. Y'all got the word of the day, ambiguous. Use it in the sentence.
Get your
challenge
worn out
yourself.
notebook out of the frame.
Challenge yourself.
Shots fired.
Hey, you know, she really be trying me, like,
Jackie got to loose that notebook loose. Do some things.
but it ain't loose like some
Flexible
of
is
the other
loose.
things.
Flexible is loose.
Right.
It ain't loose some like some of them other things. Oh, so let's break into Breaking Beauty.
Keep it cute.
Breaking Beauty.
Breaking Beauty.
We're
I
beauties.
posted. We are beautifully
Since you said.
melanated. But I did post our Breaking Beauty previously last week, and it featured a Black-owned, operated cosmetic company out of Cincinnati, Ohio. Goes by the name of Cute Cosmetics, and it's also the company. Bring out your.
Let me open up the box. Cause she sent me a beautiful card too.
Oh. The company brings awareness to families that are impacted by cerebral palsy.
And I won't read the card to you, but just know that she sent it to me. Let me turn it up this way. So I love her. I love her.
Let me see the logo really. You can't see. That's it.
So
Cute
she's
Cosmetics with the
big.
Q. Q-U-T-E.
Yeah.
Cosmetics. On Instagram is the same, Cute Cosmetics. So follow their page.
I'm trying to open it. QCosmetics.com. And it's cute with a cause. They are, and I say they, Tammy and her husband.
Oh, that's a good gloss.
No, I love it.
I'm like, why black people can't have national brands too?
National?
Like, why we can't have like our own crest?
No,
and then
we'll
go
get there.
national and
We'll get
people
there.
liking our stuff.
I think that we are
Okay, so
not.
hold up. I need y'all, because this is
No,
the vibe for them right now.
no, I'm gonna talk about Cute Cosmetics and keep it cute and keep it on topic. But I feel like when it comes to our brands, we are not aware of them ourselves. So that's why we want to bring what we know to our platform, which today is Cute Cosmetics. Tomorrow is gonna be another black-owned business, but we do have to network.
But
and I
why
think
we always think we gotta go to Walmart and have our stuff in Walmart? I mean, we can, but I just feel like we make our brand stronger by buying our own products first. And then when they go to major stores, the effect is even more now.
We'll get there.
My fault.
Because Walmart, because when we think about Cute Cosmetics, let's not take away from her moment.
that's
right now.
definitely not a
A
Walmart
black-owned
brand.
business. She started from the ground up.
Hmm?
So I'm gonna always respect and fuck with a bitch. Excuse me.
Hey, you just kept it all the way.
I'm
You
gonna
just
fuck
kept
with
it
a
real.
bitch.
Like, I'm a fuck with her.
Hey,
She
you
on
on
some
the
shit.
scoop,
She
right?
doing
She did her thing. And she fucked with me from the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
So, hey, that's that. So Miss Q Cosmetics, Miss Q
Cute Cosmetics.
You
I
had to
think
censor yourself.
I think what you think about are those cucumbers you wanted earlier. 'Cause
I really wanted some
talk-
cucumbers.
Jackie been talking about cucumbers for like the past 3 hours, so I think that's why your words is getting tangled at.
But no, check my homegirl out, Miss Q Cosmetics. My lips look, it's not too shiny, but it makes my teeth whiter, which is always a thing. But then let's move on to Miss Serenity. Miss Serenity, alright, Neil Serenity's _ beads on Instagram. So, okay, backtrack.
To backtrack.
Q Cosmetics _ 1. Let me make sure. No, Q
It's Q
Cosmetics
Cosmetics.
1 on Instagram. Okay, go follow her. We ain't got no discount code. Pay them people what they worth. Okay, all right. So then we go into Miss Serenity _ Let me make sure I'm telling her right.
Beads. Serenities
_ beads.
with an S _ beads.
But this packaging is just so beautiful. I don't know what I want to put in this. But this came... My favorite color, anybody that knows me well, my favorite color is blue. Any variation of blue. So this is my anklet, so I'll be putting this on my ankle soon. But shout out to her. And just shout out, like, I don't know what I want to hang this on my like doorknob or something. Like, I want to look at this every day.
The anklet or the bag?
The bag. The bag. Anyway, we love you, Miss Serenity. And thank you. Thank you to Miss Serenity. _beads. Beads, BEADS, in case you
You don't know how to spell beads, then
don't judge the people.
I'm not judging nobody. I was getting ready to give them a resource. Why you judging so fast?
Hey, don't judge the people. The name is Q's Cosmetics. QUTECOSMETICS and the number 1 on Instagram. So check my people out. And y'all see my list. But you know who we didn't give a shout out to? Is the motherfucker who created these masks.
Oh, we didn't. We did earlier. We took lots of pictures with our masks on the stoop. Cool.
Hey,
You can get them. This is double layered too. It's nicely made.
yeah, you can put that surgical mask in between there. But that is by Andrea D on Instagram. And I'll leave everybody's Instagram because I'm tired of talking about this.
You like A, B, C, D, E, F, G,
I'm ready to move
X, on.
I'm ready to move on.
Nah, it's
So
not
we'll
bad.
leave everybody's Instagram in the description. So let's move on. Let's Tootsie slide.
Ooh, I don't like that song. You like that song?
No,
Oh,
but I felt like it was appropriate.
okay.
Little segue. Real stories with real people.
Let's do it.
Well, no, I'm moving on. So, a word. So this is a new segment that we've introduced. A word. And a word for me is when people are trying to really pin you in a corner. Sometimes I feel like a cat. And when we think of a cat, excuse me, we think of a leopard, we think of a tiger, we think of a lion. Like, there are so many different variations of cats. But when you back a cat in a corner, it's not gonna happen. So I say all of that to say, let me pull up my word for y'all. Let me put up my word. Let's see. So my word is steer clear of people who bathe in misery. Speak love and prosperity over your life, and you will continue to grow like a beautifully planted tree. And that, my friend, is a word.
Alright.
So I want to do that for you guys bi-weekly, because literally every day I receive a word to myself. And I'm always inspired by the people around me. I'm inspired by myself.
As you should.
And so many people, as we move into Breaking Beauty, so many people, or excuse me, Real Stories of Real People, so many people will want to create this story about you. Like, oh, you this, oh, you that. And it's like, no, you don't get to create my story. I create my story. And so one thing I want to create and encourage each and every one of you is a motherfucker's gonna try to tell you, oh, you do this, oh, you do that, oh, you move like this, you move like that. Just keep moving how you move. Like, a motherfucker ain't gotta know every single detail.
I mean, but then people post every single detail. So,
Hey, but what about the people that don't?
where they at? I don't know. Because it just seems like everybody's just so consumed with.
But I feel like when
Showing
you say
other
where they
people how
at, motherfuckers like, I got your actual number, so I can hit you up. Like, you good? Like, what's going on?
Mm-hmm.
So
I don't know. I find it weird that I feel like some people will go onto a social platform before they try to call a real person or try to text a real person. They'll go on Twitter or Facebook and make a status or post a picture on Instagram and post some type of subliminal something about what they're going through, but then they won't actually call or text or talk to a real person.
And that's the problem.
Because the people that's on social media, they're not real people. They gonna respond to and comment and then go about their business and keep scrolling.
And I think
Not to say they're not real people. I'm just saying, like, I don't know.
No, I get it. And I think that's my thing. Is like when you really boil life down, I don't really owe anybody anything. I owe
Nobody.
myself everything.
Nobody owes anybody anything.
So if
Except for you, because remember that $20 I was supposed to get back from you? No, I'm just playing. No, I'm just kidding.
Girl, shit, I'm like, what's $20? But nah, I don't really feel like, I just move how I want to move. I do what I want to do. And, people think they know you. Because it's a lot of times that I will sit in silence. And I will be in my room, like I'm going to be in my room, literally editing this video. And so now I'm considering myself a video editor. Like I'm in there like,
Now you a whole editor.
hey. So, and I have fun with that. I have fun. And I may wake up at 6 o'clock in the morning, grab me a bite, take a nap.
Where do we go with these fireworks?
That's another conversation.
I just want somebody to tell me what it means, or is it just like, just because it's summertime? Is this like...
What's the whole thing behind it?
That's what I don't
Is this
understand.
for George Floyd? Is
I
this
don't
what y'all
know.
saying? Is it for
I don't-
somebody? Is it because
That's-
4th of July coming up?
But it's been going on since the beginning of June. So I
Right.
would say, is this a Black Lives Matter thing? Kind of like
Exactly.
no peace, you know what I
No
mean?
justice,
Yeah,
no
no peace.
peace.
So, and then Pride Month came, June is Pride Month. So I'm like, is this a Pride thing? I know how you
You
feel.
trying to jump right?
I know how you feel about Pride. So let's just go ahead and get into it.
Uh-oh.
Teaspoon. Go ahead and give him the teaspoon.
All right, so I'm gonna jump right into it, and I'm gonna actually read it to you guys. Mr. Chadwick Moore with his lazy ass.
So I feel like but there is a disconnect when it comes to the gay community and the black community and the black gay community.
No, it's true. It's true. It's
Celebrating pride or anything that has to do with pride, and you're a black gay woman, black gay male, black, ambiguous.
It's a
Yeah.
lot. It's a lot. And it kind of almost sometimes put me in a corner.
But before you are any of the above, you're black. So before you are gay or straight, heterosexual, interested,
We
you
black.
black
But I
first.
wish my black people would recognize that and not
And-
try to kill me
Right.
and
And I
not
feel
try to
like
beat my ass because
I
I'm
feel
gay.
like the gay community, they feel like the Black Lives Matter movement is taking over their month because we've
Nah,
been
and fuck
going
that.
hard for June. They really put Juneteenth on a pedestal
this is
for the
not
first
a knock
time.
against anybody.
It's not
Well,
enough.
what about the last couple of years when black men was getting killed repeatedly and laws was passed for the LGBT community, but none were passed to save the lives of black men? So I mean,
And they just, a law was just recently passed during Pride Month.
mm-hmm.
And that was,
I got
a
this
celebratory
pulled
moment
up.
for them. But go ahead and read.
So Mr. Chadwick Moore with his raggedy ass, knuckles ragging, pussy bumper clot. And I got so many more words for him right now. but I ain't about to do that. So Mr. Chadwick Moore on Twitter. I'm sorry. And the way that he used his, and when we talked about,
Punctuation.
we talked about punctuation. Punctuation is a thing. Words mean things. They all are succinct. And they all work together. Anyway, so he didn't use his, none of that very well. But I'm sorry, blacks. But you already have a month. Juneteenth isn't a thing. Don't colonize our month as well. Thanks, sign the gays.
Respect.
Sir, are you dumb or are you stupid?
Do we have a male Karen name? Can we call him Dylan?
They was
Dylan. Dylan.
Can we call him
Who's a Dylan?
Dylan? He's a Dylan. Like, bye. Bye, Dylan.
I was so confused. Like, what are you saying? Like, are you dumb?
It said Juneteenth is not a thing.
Which we know is not true.
I feel like if you are not educated on a subject, you
Don't
should not
speak on
have an
it.
opinion. You should just educate yourself first.
Was this an African American person?
No, this was a white guy.
Oh.
This was Dylan.
Yeah.
Ain't no nigga about to speak on no shit like that.
Yeah.
Hey,
Where we going?
and if they do, bitch, I'm hunting you down.
Mm-hmm.
Now, Dylan, you know with your white privilege, I get it. I get
And
it.
even with them having, you know, certain obstacles to overcome in the gay community, as a gay white male, you still have that white male privilege.
Exactly.
And not to say it like that, inside the white male power structure, it's not like the gay white male is shunned or doesn't have any power. It's very, he wields a lot of power in white power structures. So that whole woes me shit kind of baffles me, you know?
And they gonna have
From
him
that,
before they
from
have
that
me.
perspective, you know?
No, he is tired. He is through
And-
and delayed.
You know, like you was speaking just now, they don't have to worry about their own people killing them or walking through the neighborhood and having people chase them or just whatever prejudices our own people have towards the gay community that's deeply embedded in us from the times of
Slavery. I think
Mhm.
that homophobic mind state that the black community has comes from how they used to, you know, treat the male slaves, to demasculate them. So I don't know.
Also, I believe the church, how they twisted certain parts of the Bible in respect to us as well. You know?
What do you mean?
Like, I just feel like
And let's
how
not
you
get too
say,
far
like,
off a chat.
Right. How they
Because
say
that's all right.
slaves obey your master. Certain things like that. That just like certain type of indoctrinations within Christianity back then that was putting in us.
No, I think that. But that Juneteenth is not a thing. Give us our month back. That's just some.
No,
You
and-
really showing your privilege and
and
your
it
entitlement.
really had me in the moment like, fuck your mom.
And I think people really do feel away. Like, not everybody is, you know, with the Black Lives Matter movement or with the progression of black people. They really see a problem
And
with
that's
what's
your
going on.
How can they be?
How can they be what?
How can they be?
Hey, I just
Like
watched
they
the whole.
fathers and uncles and brothers and cousins be cops.
I
They
literally
still
just watched the
understand
whole
that.
KKK video interview, and they literally interviewed the sole person that was leading the KKK in this moment. And to listen to that, like, he is so lost. He's so lost. He don't know what he want to believe in. He just wants to go with, and I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna stand on all 10 of my toes. We as black people, we ingrain in our children, you need to vote Democrat. But there are so many other ways that you can vote. But, you know, we always want to do Democrat. And because you go another way, doesn't mean that you're against your people. It's like, all
It's
right.
tough.
No, it's tough. But it is what it is. And I'm going to do my due diligence. And I'm going to link the other classes other than Democrat and Republican. Because a lot of people only know those two classes.
Conservative.
And that's a
Conservative, the
problem.
liberal.
But if you're black and you're a conservative as a liberal, you're kind of looked at as a race traitor.
Yeah, and then there's one girl, not Candace. There was another young lady. Ooh, she looked so sickening on that video. Her vibe was on point. Her skin was on point.
Oh, Tiffany in a good land.
On Hollywood Unlocked. Shout out to them. But she was released and pardoned under Trump's America, if you will. So she's really challenging people to be like, okay, so you was raised this way, but is that necessarily how you need to be?
I don't think that a lot of people who grew up, you know, I can't speak for anybody but myself, but I was never told you vote Democrat or you vote this. We've always been on the side of what is closest to right, because politics is a whole nother story. You'll never really get what's right. But when it comes to me, you know, personally, I just go with whoever has the same, you know, values or similar values.
Okay, as you should.
But I ain't gonna lie, like I'm a Democratic voter, and I vote, and I have voted previously for.
And that's your
Democratic
business.
Party.
Good on man. Because we don't lost you as a friend.
I want it to be like this.
I want a hamburger.
I had
taste for a hamburger.
I had a veggie burger the other day. It was so good. I made it, but I didn't. It was no bread though, because I'm not eating carbs.
But then I was also craving a lettuce wrap.
You got too much going on with your life. You got too much going on with yourself. Yesterday was the BET Awards. The day before was Essence. They did the digital Essence Fest. I don't know if you saw it,
I missed it.
but BET did their award show via social media, and it also aired through CBS. CBS also.
I was trying to find out where I could watch it for the free. I ain't gonna hold you.
But Amanda Seal hosted, and I saw the clip that you sent me of Chloe and Halle. I love them. I love that whole
Barbie's
night.
so dope.
Right?
They have a long career because they're like 22, 23. Like they have a
Yeah.
whole career ahead of
They got a
themselves.
long way to go.
I love it. I love it. Okay, so let's end this. Let's talk about. Let me see your phone. Do you follow Karen, the Karens of Instagram?
I don't follow anybody, especially not any Karen. I was walking with my sign, my protest sign that says racism is ghetto, and I was coming from my storage, and I had my work clothes on, so I really didn't want to, you know, for there to be like a conflict of interest with the work clothes, whatever. So I had my sign folded up a certain type of way so it wasn't showing because I was in a uniform. But I had so much stuff in my hand, I didn't even realize I folded it the wrong way. It was showing anyway. So I saw Karen. She was walking her dogs, and as I walked by, she said something. She would comment. And I was like, what? What you say? She was like, oh, I was talking to my dogs. And I was like, oh, okay, because I was ready for you, sis. I was way too ready for her.
Hey. Because my thing is Ken or Karen,
That's what
I'm
we call
coming for
her.
your throat.
Ken.
Now, Karen, I ain't gonna put no hands on you because I know I'm going to jail.
Maybe they're trying to look at you like when you ain't got your mask on, and do you have to look at them like, you forget I'm a strong black man?
Right.
You got this twisted? You know what I
Like,
mean?
y'all
And then when you
reason
look at them like that, they're like, Let me just put my eyes on and keep walking now. Yeah.
I saw somebody arguing because
Because you wouldn't look
They
like
didn't
that
have
if
a
I was a
mask.
white man. You wouldn't look.
Period.
they think we out here spreading the germs.
We don't.
But they just got hit to washing their hands.
Oh.
Y'all just got hit.
You just started
Y'all
washing your hands.
bought
The
out
social
all-
distance is for y'all because we already
But
like
our
our
immunes
personal
are
space.
stronger.
That's right.
The only race of people that could say that their immune is almost as strong as ours would be Jewish people. Because when you go through that type of hardship and oppression, it breeds out all your recessive and weak genes. And it's only the cream is going to rise to the top.
Mm-hmm.
So naturally, we're of a stronger gene pool.
They ain't about to worry me. 'Cause I'm ready. At this point, I had to catch myself a couple of times. 'Cause I'm like, you said what? Karen, you did what? Karen, now I'm not about to turn up on a woman. I'm not about to never put my
Let me
hands on a
speak
woman.
to your manager.
I've seen so many
Bitch, I
videos.
am the manager.
I am.
I've seen so many videos, but you're saying you're not gonna turn up on a woman, but
I'm gonna
she,
turn
They be
up.
turning up on you.
they do. They
I'm gonna
will.
turn up
Amy
vocally.
Cooper turned up on you.
Physically, I'm not about to put my hands on
I
a
mean,
woman.
yeah, of course.
Bitch, you about to catch all of these tongues. You about to get all of that, and I'm about to embarrass the fuck out of you. That's what I'm gonna do. And
That's why I'm gonna help you out. Don't worry about it.
If you do not agree, I mean, when you leave your
That's
house, you out in the world. This is not your world. So what I'm doing, if I have my mask on or not, this has nothing to do with me. Go
Fuck
across
out
the
my
street,
face.
social distance, and keep it moving.
With your raggedy ass. And a lot of them hoes be built real different. Okay, so let's talk about how Karen be built. So Karen is either built real anorexic, like she like, hey, can I get you a biscuit? You want a biscuit?
Or they got that wide, flat secretary
Ooh,
spread.
And it's like, girl, like, I can't. Y'all, we about to end that stupid cool because y'all don't wear me out tonight.
No, I'm
I'm
tired. We done
hungry.
walked around Brooklyn, got caught in a storm that was
Literally.
came out of. I promise you, I looked at the weather today. I did not see anything about a storm.
Yeah,
And
was
it
you
was-
here when the storm came?
He probably was in his room or something. Cause
Nah, he has one right now.
The storm?
yes.
Hell yeah! I
That
was
way.
sitting here watching.
Oh
We
yeah.
was stuck out the street.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
was stuck outside.
Yeah, I was standing right here looking at the rain. Yeah.
You was
That's what I was doing.
You was enjoying it. We
Yeah.
I wish I was in the
I was like,
house.
look at all that shit coming off that gutter. God damn.
But at least it was my homegirl.
Yeah, we kicked it today. Jackie forced me to dance. Every time I go somewhere with him, he like, oh, let's. He like, let's do this dance everywhere, and forced me to do the do it challenge.
I held a gun to your head.
Mm-hmm. You did that.
Y'all believe it if y'all want to.
Had me dancing on the stoop. If it wasn't for the rain, we would have probably been dancing on the Black Lives Matter too.
Hey, that was the goal though. That was the goal. Well, we love you guys. We are 38 minutes and 47 seconds past our time. What do you want to share with the people?
Maybe I just want to reiterate what I said earlier about not letting the things that are happening this year keep you from your goals and keep you from whatever ideas you have. And if you're not physically working on something, then work on yourself. You know, find ways to find new things out about yourself. Read a book, something.
I love it.
Stay focused.
And my thing is, keep your teeth white.
Keep your teeth white and keep that.
Keep that what?
Keep that notebook tight.
Okay. So I was just saying, keep your teeth white I guess you were saying keep that tight.
No, I was saying keep your toes white. But you know, white toes is a thing for the summer. So keep
No,
your teeth
I
white,
feel
keep your
like-
toes white. You know,
Alright.
toes white.
Does that thing start with a P?
You ever heard? Okay.
Alright. Okay. Bye.